Yep.
Great. Yeah, good morning, everyone. We are Team Imagine Dynamo. My name is Julia Chen, and I'm here today with my teammates, Colin Polar and Stephen Wendorf. It is our pleasure today to be here presenting our solutions to the challenge of reducing construction waste and the carbon by designing recyclable and recyclable houses. We started by looking at the origin of the issue. Why do we need so much new constructions? In the US last year, we built and sold 681,000 homes, and upsizing and downsizing people's spaces are among the top drivers for new home buyers. And then we look around life cycle of a typical housing project, identifying the key sources of energy consumption and carbon emission, and want to design an end-to-end solution that addresses all these issues throughout the life cycle. And here I highlighted the focus of our solutions from careful material choices, reducing temporary works and labor demand on site, reduce home replacement works, and enabling recycling and repurposing of the housing materials. So we believe that if we can allow our house to be built with high flexibility to cater for people's changing needs, and with renewable and sustainable materials and methodologies, we can avoid tearing down functional homes and significantly reduce the construction energy and carbon footprint for our future. And now I'm handing over to my teammate Colin to talk about our design.
Thanks. So again, we wanted to enable flexibility, upsizing, and downsizing at the highest possible level on the value chain. So first, we designed a module that enables different panels on the sides to be replaced with windows and doors, which allows the space to be reconfigured with a very small amount of work from the construction crew. Then these modules can be combined into larger houses, and we focus on a central corridor down the middle to make sure that new modules are always compatible with the existing structure. And again, a gable roof also allows the structure to be extended. And then when a family grows, they can easily add modules to their house rather than moving, which allows us to reuse the structure and significantly reduce the expense for them. Similarly, a small family can actually move into what used to be a large house by immediately selling some of the modules. So this not only reduces the waste, but actually increases the ability of small families to move into neighborhoods, and therefore increases equal access to housing. And then Stephen's going to talk about the panel construction and materials.
Thanks, Colin. When designing these homes and building them, our thought went into that we would use prefab panel walls. These could be either constructed offsite, ideally, or on-site. If they're constructed offsite, we feel like that would reduce construction labor and then also construction waste, and then also create less variability in the process to where we could standardize it. Additionally, in order to change the roof off and to add more modules vertically, we want interlocking roof modules where the roofs can be easily taken off, the module can be slid in, the roof can be put back on and reestablished. Furthermore, we have modular windows and doors. That way, when the house is eventually recycled, we could easily take out the millwork and put it in other modules if needed. Furthermore, we also want plant-based cellulose insulation filling. This will allow us to basically take the panels when the house is demolished and easily recycle them. And additionally, to help this, we're going to try to reduce metal use in these panels as much as possible. That way, we don't have to sort through those materials and pull the metal out from it. It can just all be sent for mulching or for other purposes. Going on to the next slide. Not only do we believe that we will reduce carbon by a significant amount, 291,000 tons, but we also feel like energy usage will go down as well. And additionally, there's revenue drivers for this. We believe that if we just get 10% market penetration, we can get over $680 million in revenue. So without any further questions, thank you. And if you have any questions, please ask.
Perfect, right on time. Great work. So yeah, we can begin our Q&A. So that'll be 5 minutes for that.
Let's see. I'll kick it off. Nice job, guys. Looked really good. Particularly like the graphics that you guys had. I'm curious what you think the adoption hurdles will be from people like reusing other people's, aspects of their homes.
I think there will be some hurdles there. I think the main thing is promoting modularity and promoting the available reuse of components. So even if they don't fully want to take an entire module, a module can be taken out and actually would have retained value with other customers. I think it's critical to get adoption in the construction market would be the main thing, and show that there's actual value there in these modules and they can be repurposed and either renovated, or if nobody really wants them or if there's not a need for it, then the millwork can be removed, which is already done through existing processes, but we'd have standard kind of cutouts where it could be used by other teams or other homes. Any other thoughts on that, Julia or Colin?
Yeah, I think education is also a very key component, that we want to brand this whole system as, in like people's effort to build a more sustainable future. I think from that aspect, it's not about, taking someone's used material. It's more about, being part of this effort to be more sustainable and live a lifestyle that's more sustainable.
I think we can encourage or sort of point out to the public that currently people move into other people's homes when they buy the home. So that seems very applicable to using a module that's been lived in before, but you also get a flexibility benefit from that.
Oh, I think that makes sense. Anton, do you have any questions?
What would you guys envision being like sort of a beachhead market? Like where would you see this concept starting off and having the most success?
So I think when we estimate the annual revenue and impact of carbon and energy footprint, we had quite a conservative assumption, only just focusing on those people who are buying houses mainly for upsizing and downsizing. So among all the new home buyers, and this is the focus group, I think this has a great opportunity for those people. For example, first-time buyers, they can start it small, and then eventually when they grow the family, they can expand the unit. Similarly, for couples with, kids going to college, they want to downsize their space, then they have the flexibility. It's not just about the buying power, it's more about giving people the option to have the flexibility rather than moving around buying a new house.
And I also see a key part of that as well as getting adoption through the construction industry. So if we're targeting primarily starter home families or families which might see their family grow because it might just be a couple and then they're looking to have kids or something, I think that would be a main target. But I think on the flip side of that as well is ensuring that we get adoption from construction companies and they see the value in this and that it can provide the customability they want, but then also kind of streamline their processes and reduce waste and therefore kind of increase their bottom line as well.
Sounds good. I'm curious, how much time do we have for questions?
1 minute left.
1 minute left. Okay. So maybe this is just a thought more than a question, I suppose, to think about moving forward. But one thing I didn't see is maybe what you would do to finish the homes or maybe to work with the foundations. I don't know if you can briefly speak to that, for like, say like siding or roofing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think one of the aspects we were thinking about was when you add a new module, if possible, leaving the siding attached, but the siding would be, it would be possible to remove the siding and to attach it to the next module with some work, but minimal work, so the siding can be reused as much as possible.
were thinking about, I guess, interlocking siding and then also interlocking roofing as well, to where it provides that functionality to where it can click together. And then the foundation would either be a raised foundation or with potentially a raised foundation. And that way, when you add on new, it'd be easier to do if you just had pilings rather than having to pour more concrete, and then also increase carbon usage that way.
Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
All
Let's
right,
sum
that's
up,
about time.
Yeah, upsizing and downsizing, kind of big things here.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Good job.
Thank you.